Step 4 is mostly just going to be algorithms. There's only 3 you have to learn in this video, but I would recommend learning them pretty well because you will need them to solve a cube, obviously. So I'm going to get started. After you finish 2 layers, which is what we went over in the last video, then we're working on the yellow side. So I see that on top there are 2 edges that are diagonal from each other and they're connected to the center, which is what you call the J shape because it looks kind of like a J. So there are 2 edges and a center connected like a J. In the case that you see this on top, you put the J to where it's aiming in the upper left corner and you do this algorithm. Face, up, right, up inverted, right inverted, face inverted. And in doing that, you have solved the yellow cross, which is which is the first step of solving the yellow side. Now there's 2 other cases that you could possibly see. Here's another one where there are 2 edges across from each other. Instead of making a J, they're across from each other. So in the case that you see this, you do this algorithm. With the cross being sideways, you do this algorithm. Face, right inverted, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, face inverted, and you have a solved yellow cross. There's one more case that I can't show you. In the case that after you finish your first 2 layers, there's only a dot in the top. What you do is you just do one of the algorithms I just taught you. It'll make a J and or a line, and then you just do the algorithm again. Now, on to the next part, getting the corners. This part, the algorithm is super easy, but it's the recognition you have to pay attention to. I'm going to teach you the algorithm, and then I'm going to teach you different recognition. So first, the algorithm is right, up, right inverted, up, right, up to, right. Okay. Now, see, I did not solve the cube. You have to do that algorithm I just taught you multiple times in order to solve the cube. In order to solve the cube, you have to look on the top. You see how there's a cross? Well, you see how there's only one yellow corner on top? Well, that is what you're trying to achieve. Now that I have this one corner, you put it in the lower left corner and you do the algorithm you just learned. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up to, right. And now you have a solved side. But there are 7 different ways of holding the cube in order to get that one corner where it's just one corner. Like this, where there's only one yellow corner. So I'm going to teach you all the different ones. So let me set one up. Okay. In the case that there are no corners, yellow, look on the side and look for the 2 yellows that are on the same side. As you can see, this one's by itself and this one by itself, but these 2 are together. What you do is you put that on the left side of the cube and then do the algorithm. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up to, right. And now you have that one corner, and then you put that one corner in the lower left corner and you do the algorithm again. And now you have a solved side. Now I'm going to show you another case. If I can get to it. Here's another one. Okay, so you see that there are 2 corners in the top and these 2 are not there. If the headlights are there, or these are called headlights when there's 2 on the same side, if you see the yellow and the yellow, you do the same exact thing you did with the last one and you put it on the left side and then you do the algorithm. The problem is now you see that there still isn't a yellow corner. What you do is you look for the headlights again, you put them in the left and you do that algorithm again. And now you have that one in the lower left corner and you do the algorithm. Now there's one more case that I'm going to show you. Oh, wrong one. Well, here's another case. There are no headlights there are only these two on the side. These two yellow corners are in right, but these two are on the side and they're not together. What you do in this case is you hold the cube where they're both looking out and you do the algorithm. And then you put the headlights over here on the left side, do it again, and now you have that one in the lower left corner, and you do it again, and now you have a solved yellow side. There is one more case, which I'm going to show you now. This one. If two corners are diagonal from each other and together, what you want to look for is that there are two yellows and they are both right here. This one takes a little bit longer to get used to, but if one of the yellows is facing you on the left side and the other yellow is facing away from you on the right side, and you hold it like this and you do the algorithm you learned, and now this one's in the corner. Here is one of the special cases though. Even though there is one in the corner, you do the algorithm, it doesn't solve it. Just flip it over and do it again, it will solve it. This part, it's not really the hardest part, but it is the most time consuming because you can have to do it five times before it actually becomes solved. So it is time consuming. You do get faster at it, like but over time you will get faster at it. But again, you need to you pay attention to all the different designs there are and recognize different ways that everything goes, and you will figure out faster ways for yourself of solving the cube. So I'm just going to do a recap of all the algorithms we learned. So if you come back to this video and you don't want to watch all that, recognition stuff, you just come to this part of the video. Here's the first algorithm. If you have the J, it's face, up, right, up inverted, right inverted, face inverted. That is if you have the J. If you have the line, it's face, right, up, right inverted, up inverted, face inverted. And the algorithm for getting the corners right is right, up, right inverted, up, right, up to right. I'm going to do it again to solve the yellow side. Right, up, right inverted, up, right, up to right inverted. And now you have a solved yellow face.